We are live back in the duck call room. No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
Oh, are
Hey.
we good? Ready whenever y'all are?
How come we never build duck calls?
In the duck call room?
Yeah.
I've answered that question for years. What do y'all do around there? Y'all don't really build
Yeah,
duck
I know.
calls. Every time they show y'all are goofing off.
I know
But-
it.
Hey.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. But anyway, look, if you're new to the podcast, we appreciate you tuning in. You can find us anywhere, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, all of that kind of good stuff. You can also get next to Godwin's Coffee Cup.
Hey.
That's the experience of being in Godwin's Coffee Cup if you've missed that. But also check out our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe. That way you get all the notifications of this podcast. And that's all the stuff that we have to do at the beginning. And now we're going to get into this week's show. Godwin, tell me one thing that's happened to you this week.
One thing that's happened to me.
Yeah, give me something good. I need to know something.
Well, I mean, duck hunting. I've been duck hunting. That's good.
All
I didn't know
Hey.
I was going on an 800-mile hike when you took me down there. But he said, "Oh, we got a little walk."
It was a little while. It's down a road.
No, hey, you
yeah,
gotta
a
walk.
ways.
He said you gotta walk, boys.
but it
Hey.
could have been good.
In case y'all are wondering, Si this week has got a haircut, and a very bright shirt. And
Hey.
no, we got old Phil.
No,
filling in
hey,
for
Jack,
Si
no,
this
no,
week.
hey.
He does the best side impression of anybody.
Well, he should.
Stone does a pretty good one, too.
They essentially live with him, so I mean, they should do a really good one.
This is also true.
No. That's the
hey.
great thing
Hey,
about
no,
Si.
hey.
No means
No,
yes.
no. Yeah, he's tuned in when he says no.
Yeah,
If you ever get to no, hey, you got his attention.
and that's as good as a yes as you're ever going to get from him, right
Oh, yeah.
there. The no, hey, that means yeah, he agrees with you.
Yeah,
If he
no-
says yeah, that means he thinks
Uh-oh.
you're full
Yeah.
of crap.
You better change something.
Yeah, the yepping, when the yepping starts, it's yep, until he seals you all the way off. Yep. Turns his head, yep.
Generally, at some
go.
point there, you hear the phone click because he just hung up on you.
Oh, yeah. Not interested.
No,
Yep.
them Robertsons ain't much on saying bye. It's yep.
Or
yep, ball.
or meeting and greeting and welcome and social skills and manners. And I'm sorry, John David. I know you're.
I'm not a Robertson, 100%. People
No,
get
I
that confused. They think I'm Willie's nephew or I'm Corey's cousin, people.
Yeah,
I'm from the pretty side of Willie's family. It's
then what
obvious.
happened?
Nope, obvious
obvious.
that I'm way prettier than the Willie part of the family. I'm from the Corey side of the family. Thank you.
You remember John David
I'm trying
10
to-
years ago? He was pretty, wasn't he?
See?
Yeah. I remember looking across at him at church and like thinking,
Where'd that
golly,
come
that
from?
man's got a white face. Like it was just bright white because he had to shave so much.
Yeah.
You had to shave in high school because you went to OCS and beards that was a no-fly zone.
Frowned
Frowned
upon.
upon.
Yeah. So,
I had a job as a waiter for 2 weeks, and I had to shave. And I did the lunch shift, shaved that morning, came back for the dinner shift, and they were like, "You need to shave." I said, "Nah, I shaved this morning. I ain't doing it
Wolfman.
twice in a day." They're like, "Well, that's too much." And I said, "Well, I guess I'm better to cut out mow yards because I'm out." And I quit right there.
I guess that's one of the reasons you get confused with Jep all the time because y'all both have like the super high beard. Like
have-
if you let it roll, the only thing that'd be out would be your eyes.
We have
So,
excellent facial hair.
Yeah.
Me and Jep really know how to grow the perfect beard.
Yeah,
I've been trimming mine up lately, though.
that's good.
Put a little product in there sometimes. You never even know.
Hey, there you
little
go.
Wild Willie's
Little
beard
Wild
sauce.
Wild
Willie's beard
Willie's?
essential oils.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
That's when we're getting fancy.
Brought to you
That's,
by.
that's like
Wild
only
Willie's.
for church, and I didn't do that for y'all today. I'm going to be honest.
Well, shocker. You also didn't put on shoes with laces, and
I
you
never
know,
wear
you-
shoes with laces. Even if they have laces, I don't tie them.
and your pants don't have buttons. So I mean, yeah, it's
Too much trouble.
the
Too
fact
much-
that you
too
didn't put
much
beard
work.
product in. Yeah, that's a big
Shocking.
shock
No.
to
He's
everybody.
He's took different things out of having to get dressed.
Oh,
he's sped it up.
I can be in the car within 5 minutes after I wake up if I need to go somewhere.
Mm.
I still brush my teeth.
Deodorant.
I got the deodorant in the car or at my desk.
I'm going to say no to that.
Well, you
Sorry.
are
He's
sitting
sitting
Sorry,
there.
next
John
to me. No, it's brush your teeth, deodorant. There's no hair. There's no trimming of beards. That's like a once every 4 months thing.
That's crazy. When I wake up in the morning, I have to give myself a little time. Like
I know it.
there's a few things that's got to happen before I leave my house. One
Coffee.
Is, yeah.
I don't need coffee either.
I was gonna say relieve my lower bowel. Like I need to do that at home
Well, that's
before I
fuck-
go somewhere.
I mean,
So- But that's what the coffee's for. For you,
I don't know.
He
You don't know.
he
That's
drinks it
that's
all day
optional.
long.
optional. Nah, there's
Coffee.
something about pooping at home that you got to have home field advantage on that deal.
If I was
Like,
on an island, I would have a fishing pole,
That's a good one.
a coffee,
5-gallon bucket.
and my woman,
A coffee.
because she could cook what I catch.
What is a coffee?
Like
of course,
a
I can cook what I
never-ending
catch
coffee.
too, but you need companionship.
I think that is interesting. What's on your list? 3 things since Godwin gave us 3. Deserted island, 3 things. Where you at, Johnny D?
A house.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
good
a good one.
No, I can
3
build a house.
wishes, a genie.
Yeah. A couple genies. Yeah. And 6 wishes.
So you're
yeah.
going with shelter.
Oh, yeah. And you would need a fishing pole. Unless it was like what kind of island is this? I got a lot of questions about this island.
Well, island means it's surrounded by water. So
Yeah, but Greenland's an island too.
that's a cold one.
That's a big
Shelter
island.
still, but they got fish.
Are we Caribbean island?
Yeah, let's go Caribbean. I like Caribbean.
Godwin would rather be warm than cold.
Yeah, I'm with Godwin on this one. Yeah, no, fishing pole's number 1 because you got to be able to eat.
Yeah,
And I could live off fish.
yeah.
I would like chicken. Ooh, just 2 chickens,
2.
male and a female,
Well, you got some eggs.
and then you get more chickens.
Yeah. Okay.
I can eat some chicken.
Next, that's 2
At the house,
and a house. House, fishing pole, and chicken.
like my house though, not
Yeah.
just. I want to take my house with
So
me.
where's your woman?
She's in the house.
Okay.
You can fit a lot of stuff in the house.
We got technicalities now. Okay.
That's a
TV in
given.
there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll be all right. If I have-
Satellite.
I'm taking me something. I don't know what all 3, but I'm taking me something to start a fire with. I'm just telling you right now. I'm
I'm
not
ready.
There's a stove
no,
in my house.
I've tried that rubbing 2 sticks together. Your boy, that ain't me. I need a lighter of some sort.
You need a backpack full of stuff.
I do. I need a really big duffel bag with all my supplies, like a saw, something to light something with, fishing pole. I don't need the pole. I think I can make me something to catch fish with when you're surrounded by them. But, yeah, I need something to start a fire. Because, I mean, you look at a fire. When you build a fire, what do? You just look at it every time.
You spit in it.
Well, you pee on it when it's all said and done with. But,
Yeah.
Y'all aren't very nice to your fires.
well, you ain't ever heard that phrase? The old man phrase, call in the dogs and pee on the fire? That means it's time to go, boys. It's time to get out of here.
I have heard
Yeah.
that one. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but I
surely.
thought we were on a deserted island, so we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but
We're
Quit
going.
peeing on the fire.
well, I mean, you got to though.
Now you're peeing on my fire.
Smokey the Bear says only you can prevent forest
That's right.
fire.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
See,
And
there
if
you
you-
go.
I've never started.
If you
a
burn
forest
your
fire.
forest down, you won't have nothing to make a shelter with.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
We do not own the rights to that music.
Yeah, that's copyrighted.
that's,
but that was Phil's version.
Yeah.
Phil, I didn't know you could sing.
Oh, I cannot sing.
I can't tote a tune in a bucket.
None of those surprise me.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
I
not
can't
shocked.
sing either, so I mean, I'm glad
yeah.
this is a talk show and not a singing show. Philip, what's your list? Where?
I don't know. I want to have my wife there first of all,
Yeah.
and then if I get to choose, probably friends and fishing equipment with a boat.
Oh, he wants the boat.
We've all gone way over 3.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Yeah, we
if
really
we
have.
fi-
You
if,
couldn't
well,
pick
if
three,
we're
but-
all on the same deserted island,
It ain't deserted no more.
well, we'll be.
Yeah.
It'd be colonized.
We could share.
Yeah.
A community, if you
Oh,
will.
well, everybody will have enough
Compound.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't
We'll
know-
just share.
you give me your list, and I'll make my list. That way, we all got
that's right.
plenty.
Hey, I've been with you guys, these two over here, Godwin and Martin, on a semi-deserted
It
island.
was deserted.
What we stayed
In the middle of the Mississippi River.
no,
No,
this
we was in the Bahamas.
No.
the Bahamas.
We was in
You
Exuma.
fancy
Yeah.
suckers.
Yes, and was that did that house that we stayed in did it belong to a famous singer,
I don't know.
female? Because they told me that Taylor Swift owned that house. It was a summer house for her.
I don't know. I didn't
They
see
got
any
you
old.
on that one, didn't they?
Hey,
You read the brochure.
Yeah, I didn't see any old ex-boyfriend thing.
How
around,
many
so I
how
don't know
many
if those
people have you
theirs or
told
not.
that you
I
stayed
haven't
at
told
Taylor's
anybody
house?
except for the million that are listening today.
Got a
Millions, brother.
million,
Millions.
brother.
Million.
That was fun though.
It was fun.
Oh, that
The
island,
funnest,
yeah.
the funnest is when we were all out there and Martin jumped and landed right next to Si and did a cannonball.
I
Yeah,
did do that.
I got that
And
picture.
Si floated up. He's like, hey, hey, oh, oh.
Paula took a picture of that, and the way it looks like he's going to land right on top of it.
Yeah.
I need
it
to
was-
see this picture.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Si only got to enjoy one day of that vacation though, because we went fishing. He put on sunscreen at like 6 a.m. He did not reapply at any point.
Reapplication.
That's when you don't want to be stubborn. It's not a good quality.
Yeah.
Reapply.
But-
Okay. Yep. Not no.
Kids,
That boy never stepped. The next time he stepped outside was to go back to the airplane.
Yeah.
I remember his.
that's
his
today's
knees,
lesson.
His knees were just glowing, making the sound.
All he did was he would sleep all day and he'd play dominoes all night. So you'd be trying to go to bed at 3 a.m. and all you hear above you is Si slamming dominoes. And we're like, we've been up all day. We're trying to go to bed. No, he's up, and he'd play by himself, just like slamming dominoes against himself.
What
It was
all games
fantastic.
does Si play? Because last week we talked about Si playing
Poker.
poker by himself.
Yeah.
This
Well,
week he plays dominoes.
He
by
plays
himself.
dominoes, but see,
He's
he's
got
trying to lure somebody in. He's got all these sayings, and Stone and all the Robertsons have them. He's like, bam, that's 10. And he says, oh, there's 5 standard oil, boys. That ain't gonna nobody count off that one. There's 20 stitches in your breeches. Bam.
Yeah.
And then some other sayings I've never heard of.
Well, we'll keep some of them off of there because.
Oh boy.
We don't tell all the sayings.
No, we don't want to tell all the
he's
secrets.
he's got the boys he plays with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Baseball.
boys.
All right, boys.
Okay, boys. Ha, ha, whoa, okay, boys. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Well, hey.
He is. Hey, I'll tell you what Si is. He's a good audience when you need a crowd. I'll just tell you that right now. That's the best thing about that rascal.
Well, you know, the Robertsons have always been competitive.
At
Always competitive. I think that's why Si could not help but jump. Remember we talked about the big jump where he gets in the monster truck and jumps
Oh,
all the
yeah.
cars?
Yeah.
By the way, I got that picture. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah, we have to talk about that later because we got lots of emails about that
Yeah.
picture.
Perfect.
Really?
Hey,
Stay
but
tuned.
the competitions, that's kind of what Phil stood out for on Duck Dynasty. So, hey, when we get back after this, we're going to talk about old Phil
Oh,
and his
Phil.
competitive streak.
You don't
with
wanna
these
miss it.
Robertsons. Oh, look. Now, see, everybody's laughing and carrying on. You know what's not funny? Bad credit. That's not funny. Then did you know
Ouch.
that the average person has 97 points that they can gain? That's 97 points they can gain to
That's
their credit
good.
score. So if you go to Scoremaster, they have these credit scientists. I've always wondered, since they're scientists, do they wear like lab coats and goggles
Oh, got
and,
to.
Credit.
Mandatory.
and stuff like that?
Mathematicians?
That's what I would think, that they'd be mathematicians, but they like to call themselves scientists. So they discovered an algorithm that will boost your credit score. Not a few points, but up to 97 points. And most people get a boost of 61 points in 20 days or less.
Wow.
They tell you how to make the credit bureaus work for you. So if you're buying a car, that can save you like 10 grand over the life of the loan. And if you're buying a home, it can save you like 100 grand.
That's a lot of money for a car.
Guaranteed.
That's like a coupon.
That's what I'm talking
a
about.
really good coupon.
It's like buy one, get one almost free. So anyway, if you go there, you can get 61 points, 20 days or less. So all you have to do is go to Scoremaster.com. Scoremaster puts you in control of your finances. You can enroll in minutes and see how many points you can add to your score at Scoremaster.com/duck. That is Scoremaster.com/duck.
Quack, quack.
So one of our biggest comments is obviously about the show and Philip's expertise at blowing a duck call. That was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Or lack
So-
thereof, I should say. But everybody wants to know, Phil, where did Phil come from? How does Phil fit in? Because it's obvious we're friends. We're not not enemies. You're not the McVillain.
Right, but
Yes, he is.
well-
a little bit.
Well, here's the deal. Years ago, I was very villainy McMillan-y.
So Willie told us a story. I just want to fact check this because it's not on the internet. He was just driving through town, and you had some truck with an afro, and you were just fanning money for everyone. Is that true?
That is correct. What happened was I was going to school and able to work a little bit part-time, and I'm older than Willie, but younger than Jase.
Thank you.
That's right. So I was driving down the road, and I pull up beside Willie, and he's got that orange Mustang. Remember that car?
Yeah, there's a good story behind that car.
There's a good story behind it. So I just fanned all those hundreds at him and waved it to him, and then I squalled the tires, and he's just sitting there looking at me like, who is this guy? You know? But I knew his brother, well, still know his brother, Jase. And when we were in high school together, Jase was really walking the straight and narrow. You know, I couldn't stand him for it, you know, because I was not walking the straight and narrow. I'm not telling any of those stories, but the last person I ever wanted to see was Jason, because we didn't get along. I didn't like him, and he didn't voice it, but I don't think he liked me very much either. So when I was out of high school, I think I was at ULM, and I ran across an old buddy of mine, and he said, hey, I would like for you to come to a Bible study. I said, great. You know, I'll come and check it out. And I walked in, and then Jason Robertson is standing there. He's like, Phillip McMillan. I said, all right, what's up, Jason? He said, do I got news for you? I said, this is the last thing I want to hear from him. But he shared the gospel with me and with my girlfriend later, and now we've been married for almost 30 years. So, yeah, I love Jase. We get along great. Me and Willie get along great. But it wasn't always like that. We were very competitive, especially me and Willie.
And that's what you were on Duck Dynasty. It was the competitive feel.
Yeah. It was the competitive villain more so than the person that we didn't like. But we needed that competition because you need Willie bought into the competition. And anything that involves beating you,
oh yeah,
he's 100% bought in on
and I'm going to tell you, he's not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you.
Oh, boy.
That's because we used to be so competitive in everything you can think of. Softball, when I'm going to tell you who the winner was as I tell you the different things we did. Softball, Phillip McMillan. Foot race, Phillip McMillan.
Basketball.
Oh, Phillip McVillain.
Oh, that.
No. Willie was better at basketball, but we
no,
raced.
No, that's probably not true either. Willie's friends were all just better at basketball.
No, Willie was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, really. And then he hurt his knee and kind of got a little bit worse.
What about volleyball?
Did you say volleyball?
Yeah.
Phillip McMillan. So we've been competitive all of our lives, really, and when the show started, Willie called me. He said, "Hey, you feel like a race?" I said, "You name it: horses, motorcycles, four-wheelers, golf carts, whatever." He said, "We're gonna be racing lawnmowers." I said, "Oh, do I have a lawnmower ready for you?" And then who won that? Phillip McMillan. Oh, wait a minute, fact check.
Who did win that?
Willie did.
Did he?
Well, he didn't win the race, but
he cheated.
I know he cheated.
Who went across the?
He beat me across the line on the last lap because I threw a belt off of my mower, and he passes me and crosses before me. And anyway, he sent me on home with that one.
Yeah.
Now look, but whoever wins in all these competitions on the show, whoever wins wins. So when we raced the outhouses and Jase was driving. Oh, y'all were there.
We were the engine.
Yeah.
We were the engine.
But hey, I beat him. Yeah. Barely beat him. He actually thought he won that race.
Yeah. And I told him because, we
pushed
and then we ran down the hill to see the result.
Oh, it was close. It was
close, but I told him. He come out. He's like, yeah. I was like, no, Hammer, we lost.
Yeah.
We got beat on that deal.
The best line was Mountain Man. He says, Randers McMillan Bar hair. Bar hair.
Mountain Dog.
But that was 10 minutes after the race.
Yeah.
Yeah. The race was over. But then the volleyball episode, dodgeball was awesome. And we had a great time playing, but they did beat us and fair and square.
I remember them the first time we started hanging out with Al and him, Al and Lisa, and Al said, "Let's go play volleyball." It was after house church at Camp Choke. I've never been to a volleyball game where you left holding napkins on your nose. I mean, it was blood.
Robertsons.
Full contact volleyball.
That's what it was. Paula said, "We wasn't ready for this." I said, "I know."
Yeah, there was one time when Corey's family had a volleyball match, and, we're all just having fun, and Corey's cousin on the other side, he's like 3 years younger than me. He's like 9 at the time. Willie comes up over the top ropes and just slams one square in this kid's face, and everybody panics.
Ooh.
But Willie just starts dying laughing, and I'm over there like, that is kind of funny. Willie, they're competitive.
Well,
no matter the age, he's gonna slam you.
That's like during that first Benelli Presents Duck Commander show. Whenever we played basketball against y'all, basically, essentially, and then Willie was like, I set a pretty hard pick, and then I ran over somebody. I don't even remember who it was, but he said, "You realize that's Corey's cousin, right?" I was like, I don't care. He was
Same kid.
in my way.
Same kid that got hit in the face.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
With the
volleyball. That ought to teach him to get out of the way.
He never really got out of the way of stuff.
No, he was trying to take a charge, and I'm like, bro, you better get out of my way. This is offensive lineman coming through. I didn't play center in basketball. So
Martin played left guard.
Yeah,
I didn't know much about basketball. All I knew is I started running down this way, and I got down there, and then everybody took off to the other side.
It was punishment for Godwin.
Hey, keep away from him.
No, I just waited for them. They was coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go to the other side.
That's always my move on basketball is rest on offense. I can't shoot, so I'm way better to defender than I am.
Does anybody remember Si's named shot?
The crane.
The crane. Okay, yeah.
That rascal made that thing.
Oh, he can actually throw the basketball pretty good.
I couldn't believe it.
It was a 3-point hook shot that everybody swore up and down was faked, and Si just got it. Look, and I'll tell you this. He practiced all day before that trying to make that shot. And I think he hit the rim about 3 times. Never touched the backboard. All of a sudden, all right, we're rolling Drano. I'm like, you want to talk about a gamer? Ain't even scared.
He's a gamer.
And then, boop, count it, 3. Then he took himself out of the game. He's like, "Oh, timeout, coach. I'm good." He knew it was only going to go down from there.
So the last time we went to Mississippi, me and Si for some event he's doing, we were throwing axes. Okay, so there's a place where you can go.
Dangerous.
Si and axes?
Yeah.
No, sir.
He ain't even waiting for you to get out of the way.
Oh, no. No, you got to – it's heads up, every man for himself if you're anywhere with Si and axes. So they're teaching us how to throw, and we're learning, and I'm actually doing pretty good, and Si is actually better than I would ever think. I mean, he's pretty good at throwing axes. I mean, I don't know where he learns it. So we have a team, and it's about 3 or 4 of us against Si and 3 or 4 people, and we're throwing these hand axes, and we're way ahead. And the only way they can win, Si's last shot, is to hit and I don't know all the rules to axe throwing, but there's a little mark up above, and you have to call it. And if you hit that thing, it's about 2 inches around. If you hit it, then you get a huge score. And Si calls his shot. He's like, "Hey, no, boys, hey, we're out here. Hey, I'm calling it." Bam! Nails it. The place goes wild. Si wins. He's like, "Yep, that's what I thought."
Unbelievable.
Them Robertsons, they have a knack. They have some weird knack where they're in every competition, no matter what it is. It's bizarre. It's which I guess is what makes you successful at life in general.
And are usually pretty good at it, even if they ain't done it.
Oh yeah.
Give them a minute, and if you don't, they'll obsess over it until they get good at it, and
then
they'll quit that.
Then they'll come back 4 weeks later and just beat you down in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Absolutely.
put 200 on it. That way they can take your money too. So that's just it's the way they operate. So, but anyway, let's take another break. We'll be right back after this.
How many years of research and development are in these duck calls?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this: 40 years, almost as much as what's in Omega XL, but not quite, because Omega XL has 35 years of research and development, and I can't wait to get Si's full report when he joins us again.
Yeah,
because he started taking it a few weeks ago, so that's pretty awesome. But Omega XL comes from the pristine waters of New Zealand. Look, it's backed by 35 years of clinical research. What it does is treats the inflammation. It treats the cause of the pain, not just cover it up like most topical creams and all of that stuff do. You know, if you want to right now, we're going to help get you started. You can order Omega XL now, get a second bottle for free. All you have to do, visit omegaxl.com/duck. That's omegaxl.com/duck. Or call 1-800-844-4888. That's 800-844-4888. Gets you not one, but 2 bottles of Omega XL. omegaxl.com/duck.
It's like twice
I'm
as
gonna
many
do it.
bottles.
Well, all right.
You going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
I've already done it.
I got some in my office if you want some. I think.
I want some.
I got some extra. And then I'll just order
Anything
more.
that's going to take away pain, I'm in.
Hey, it is good.
Well, buddy,
There you go.
Boom!
Boom.
You darn
Booyah.
straight.
there you go. omegaxl.com/duck. So, Godwin,
What's that?
what was your favorite episode that we filmed? I am legitimately curious about this. What was your favorite episode?
Now, I put them in 2 categories.
Okay.
One is to watch, favorite episode to watch, and one is favorite episode to participate in.
I'll take either one.
Well, I'll give you both of them.
Okay. That'll work.
Both of them.
Both of them.
I got one for each of you.
Perfect.
To watch was when Phil was cleaning the wood ducks and Si was telling the story of Nom with their kid at school. They went to school.
Have you kids ever heard of Nom?
He bandaged up his shoulder, then a Bengal tiger tore his
I remember watching that.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was always like the really fun part, was watching the stuff that we weren't a part of.
Yeah.
Because you never knew what the other side of the episode was, because you were like separated for the whole thing. And then when you would get to watch it for the first time, I'm with you. When they panned over to Si and said, "Have you kids ever heard of Nom?" I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
What's
what?
anything to say?
Oh, that was a good one. I'm with you. That's a good one. I like that.
And the one to participate in was your bachelor.
Oh, when we got to shoot the cannon.
Oh, yeah, we shot a little too far, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it was good. They trained us how you're supposed to do, and we acted as a team and actually did it the correct way, but it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was.
A cannon going off right beside you is ground
With a
shaking.
projectile in it, not just
Yeah.
the smoke. Like it
What
went,
did y'all shoot? I don't remember what you shot.
It was a coffee can. It was a coffee
Full of
can full
concrete.
of concrete. Is what we sent down range. And I remember asking them boys. I said, "Now how far did that thing shoot?" And they said, "Oh, it hit that tree line over there. We was over at Beth River." And I said, "Well, not real far. On the other side of that tree line is a house." And he said, "Oh no, it won't get there." And we loosed that thing, and I said, "Uh-oh." It
Yeah.
It got closer to that house than it should have. Let's just put it that way. It ended up scary close. We was a little bit east of it,
Yeah.
but it had the distance. It could have got there.
Them things are awesome.
That was fun. I forgot. I kind of forgot because we shot them old muskets and everything too.
I know.
It was fun shooting
Now
them old
look,
Civil War weapons.
When you watch them guys on TV, and they got, now this is the first ones where you got to put a little powder in the flash pan, and close it. Now, you can't turn that gun. You just think you're in the Revolutionary War or something, and you're somebody shooting at you, and you trying to load that thing. If you turn it a little bit, you're out.
Yeah,
You're
powder's gone.
You're run through.
Yeah,
You got to be.
Yeah, you think trying to find your keys in a panic is something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Don't get your powder out of that flash pan, or
otherwise you got a 6-foot knife.
yeah,
That's all you got.
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting to see how it really you had to fire it. So it was cool. Watch it. He hooks, boys.
Yeah, careful.
I broke everything.
Careful.
Sorry.
Careful,
I'm
fact
good.
Johnny
checker.
D
John
just,
David
just
jumping
like
around.
to throw
No, there's
his
like
microphone.
a bug in my ear, so
Oh.
I'm just trying to scratch my ear, and I'm throwing stuff.
Now we're
Hey,
going back
not
to the
professional.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Back to hygiene.
now we're
issue.
back on
Take
that
a shower
hygiene.
No
this morning,
shower,
dude.
no
Okay.
shaving,
I can be
no
out the door in
deodorant.
5 minutes. That's what he said.
Yeah, and then he can bring some friends. Hold on, I hear something buzzing beside me. John David's sitting beside me. I hear something.
We're good now. It was just an itch,
Oh, okay. Well,
and
that's
I'm
good.
sorry for breaking everything.
I'll say
Mostly wind he's talking
Yeah.
about over here.
breaking everything.
Flatulatory.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, but it is about his bathroom time. You
Yeah.
can set your watch by that boy's bath.
No,
So.
hey, we're getting too personal
No,
here.
I'm just telling you right now. 2:00 at this office, you get to looking for him. He gonna be right through that wall right there. About 2 to 2:10. He's MIA. So, but on back to the show.
Magic.
Thank you.
My
There was magic-
favorite.
There was magic in that show, too.
Oh yeah,
that
that
dude, he was pretty good.
yeah, that was Jep's guess. Shocker for him to bring some weird
I
magician.
couldn't. It didn't make it.
On the Bachelor
Did
Party?
it make
Mhm.
it? Did it make it?
A little bit did, I think. I don't know. He
Some
had
of
that
that stuff-
string and yeah,
Yeah,
it
he's
was-
putting that washer in that string and doing it.
yeah.
It's gone.
That's gone. All gone. But my favorite one was to be a part of was I would probably say the redneck water park. You remember that
Oh,
one?
yeah, that was
Oh,
fun.
that was awesome.
When we had the rope swing off of the
Yeah.
track hoe?
We took
That was
that
cool.
tire off and
I like that
put
one.
it on that rim on the Jeep Bronco and pull you across it.
Now, I guess everybody probably knows, and this may not be anything new, but John Godwin, he's an engineer. I mean, he
This
can,
redneck?
Yes,
Oh,
he
100%.
figures things out. I mean, it doesn't matter. He can do it.
Oh yeah. That's why he's incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
Because if something moves and it ain't supposed to, he can stop it. And if something don't move and it should, he can make it start
He can
moving.
get it
again.
going.
So he's a shade tree mechanic. He's a Band-Aid man. He'll tell you
Yeah,
that. Now
I'm
he's not
I'm
one
a
to fix
part-
it
I'm-
long term.
I'm a parts changer.
Yeah.
I can change them parts.
You know what? I loved it on the show with one of the shows where they said, "Oh God, when he handles all the decoys with love like a mother." You know?
Kid gloves.
You remember that,
Gloves,
John?
Yep.
Yep.
Decoy technician.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He done passed that torch on to Stone.
I
though.
sure have.
Guarantee.
Well, does
I remember-
Stone do a good job?
Yeah.
Well, he kind of like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
But he'll call me every other week, say, "Hey, we need another one of them ripplers. That one broke." I said, "How'd it break?" He said, "Well, I was, I'm like, all right, now there's
Yeah.
how it always starts. I was doing this, and next thing I knew, I stepped on it. Oh, okay, well that makes sense there.
Well, he done got into that boxing and got slim and trim.
Oh
and
yeah.
feels like Captain America, and he gets out there and
Captain America.
Superman something. One of them.
He's more Captain America.
He wants to get out there and go, so I let him go.
I will say one behind the
Strong
scenes
back.
thing that happened. You remember whenever we did my first date or whatever
Yeah.
with Brittany
With all the
And
mustard packets?
all the mustard, yeah.
You know how many emails we get about, does Martin still have mustard packets everywhere?
And I don't. That's what why I have those packets, right?
I don't know.
It's not because I love mustard. Because if you liked mustard, you would eat it, right?
That's true.
I love corn dogs. I don't like mustard, but I can't throw it away because it's perfectly good. So you could argue that there's a mild hoarder in me, but that was bred in me.
Mustard
I mean,
hoarder.
that's honest. My dad, no.
I got a
it's-
jar of pickles the other day for my fan.
Did you eat them?
Now they still on my desk.
Godwin got world famous for loving pickles that he can't stand them.
I do
He
like
ate-
him.
he ate
Some-
them.
one.
He ate them bad ones. He ain't ate one since.
Now, let me tell you, that jar popped when I opened it, so it was supposed to be good.
Yeah.
There's hurt in your eyes right now.
Oh yeah.
The pickles burnt Godwin that day.
Oh, it
I
did.
did.
But when we filmed that
They
deal with
didn't
Si
taste bad.
on the date, now he's getting me ready for the date. The one thing they didn't show that I wish they would have, it's the funniest thing to me that happened the whole time. You were there. You remember.
What?
We had a little table
If I
set
had-
up out
if
there
I
in the
had
warehouse.
a camera facing the other way.
I know it. We had a little table set up out there, and they had me sitting on a little short ice chest,
Yeah,
little
about that
tiny
tall.
thing. So I went to sit down, in my Sunday go to church breeches because that's what they picked for me to wear. And I got about halfway to that chair, and buddy, that seam in the middle down there just couldn't hold it no more.
You know what?
My britches split all the way from my crotch to halfway down my calf.
Looked like a union suit.
Yeah, just like they're supposed to. Like
Why didn't that make the reel?
Because they were filming the other way. They didn't have
Yeah.
nobody behind us. You know how they were always out in here. They didn't have anybody behind us. And my britches just went, I went, uh-oh. And they were like, what? I said, my britches are gone, boys. They out. They said, well, just sit there and don't move because you can't reshoot your britches busting. Trust me, that's a one-take deal there. If you go back and you notice my legs are about halfway across trying to not show my drawers just hanging out the bottom of them.
Looked like a parachute.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that one.
I guarantee you.
Again.
I just knew. I said, well, here's my big moment. I'm going to be the guy who split his britches on TV. But no, that's a one-take wonder. You can't get that one again.
Yeah.
So.
I liked it when remember when Al was working up here for a while? Big Al.
Yeah, both them weeks. That was fun.
Both
Oh,
weeks.
Al Robertson. I was like, I don't remember. And then it was.
Al calls
Blink of
me
an eye.
up. He's like, hey, Phil, I need you to come up here to the store. I need to show you something. I was like, what does Al want with me? I walk in, and he's got boxes and boxes of Crocs. He was like, pick out all you want and take them with you. I was like, what? He's like, after that episode, Crocs loved Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, really? Give me some then.
Yep. 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, whichever model you needed.
Yeah.
I got Crocs for life.
I guarantee you. Well, that's one pair of them things. You can't tear them rascals up.
I've never owned a pair of Crocs.
Brittany says that Crocs are the best form of birth control ever made. So that's what, every time I put them on, she's like, no, take that off. I'm like, but they're cozy. Like
Sexy Crocs.
I get
They
it.
comfy.
They are.
They are comfy.
They're
I
like
love
one of the
them.
best things ever to wear during duck season. When you're getting in and out of waders, when you're wearing shoes literally 20 seconds a day, basically.
Here's
They're
John David.
fantastic.
He can out-relax Si, and he has never had a pair of Crocs.
No,
I'm shocked.
He's got on fuzzy house shoes.
I'm
That
a house
boy,
shoes man.
hey, we talked about that last week. That boy pen raised now.
Here
He
we
went from a crib to a queen size bed.
Here we go.
He can't fly in the rain. man.
No, he's out on that. You look harder than I know you are. That's a direct quote from an employee of ours. You look harder than I know you are.
Showed up in boots one day and they go, oh, man.
He showed up in boots, jeans, and a flannel. I'm like, all right, we got a poser.
It was,
But then
it
he
was a
slid his
T-shirt.
Then he slid his sleeve up and he had on a Rolex.
Oh,
I'm
here
like,
we go.
"Ah,
There he
hey,
is.
show
It's a
it."
family
There he is.
heirloom, people. Quit emailing about it.
Hold on, let me look at it. I'm gonna.
No, it's real.
Come on,
It's
John.
This
David.
is a
smooth, it's
podcast.
real.
Let me
it's a
look at
family
it so I
thing.
can give a report.
This is embarrassing.
Woo!
This is 2 weeks
Oh,
in a
my
row.
goodness.
Hey, look.
That is nice, y'all.
Hey,
Y'all can't
regardless-
see this, but I mean, this thing is
know.
incredible.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
stopping.
Where's my sunglasses?
Cut.
Wow.
Regardless of
I'm-
what you think, you can't hide money, boys.
All right,
We'll be
stop
right
it.
back after this.
I
Let's
got
take
to
our
put these sunglasses on. Give me another look.
It was my papaws.
Let's take a break.
He
We're
was a
out.
good guy.
We go.
He's Corey's papaw too, people. Nobody makes fun of her.
She ain't wearing no Rolex
Yes,
like
she
you are.
might.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
because I inherited it and she didn't.
That's because I was the favorite grandkid, not her.
Hey, I'm tired of these calls, scam calls I keep getting. They're horrible.
Wow.
I mean, it's worldwide
Do
now.
you answer them?
Sometimes I answer the phone, and it's like, I know I'm
There's
getting
nothing
scammed.
wrong with your credit card, but every
Well,
Do
I
not
can't
be
look.
alarmed.
I can't fix any of those calls, but what I can fix is for somebody trying to steal the title to your house. You know how you do that? HomeTitleLock.com. Did you know that the fastest growing white collar crime in America is the theft of your home title? Because now it's all kept digitally. So all they do, they print out a quitclaim deed stating that you sold your home to them, then they start taking out loans against the equity in your house. And you ain't got a clue until you get past due notices. And the next thing you know, you're on the hook for $50,000, $100,000. Who knows? You won't have any idea until they start calling. So all you have to do now is go to HomeTitleLock.com. You can register your address, see if somebody's already done this to you, and then if you use the code RADIO, you can get 30 free days of protection. That's code radio at HomeTitleLock.com. Protect yourself, protect your house, protect everything you've worked for. HomeTitleLock.com/radio.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something before we get back on. So,
we're on.
what? Oh, were we on?
always on.
We're always on.
Who knows when they'll
They
cut
may
in,
use
cut
it,
out.
they may not. No, go ahead. You're good.
I hate to even say it because I don't want to use, but
Oh.
but Willie called me when we were younger, and getting along.
Use it.
He was like, "Hey, Phil, I need a big favor." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Man, can I borrow your cool car?" This RX-7, it was awesome back in the day.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, anything I got, yeah, sure, man, no problem. I mean, we're buddies." He was like, "I gotta impress Corey. We're going to a dance." I was like,
That
"All
is an unknown story.
So you're like responsible for Willie and Corey.
Yeah.
Your car.
I just want to know.
I don't even know if he remembers that, but that's a true story."
I want to know what happened on the second date when he rolled up in that orange Mustang.
Willie was the kind that I guarantee you, second date, he made Corey drive. 100%.
He's smart.
Yeah.
Well, we swapped cars,
Yeah,
and
now it's
I
your
couldn't
turn.
even get it to change gears.
After that,
No, his car. I was driving his junker. Had fishing poles and crawfish traps in the back.
guts.
It's like,
and,
good grief.
Oh, my God.
Stanky.
RX. I remember that. I looked at them one time when I was looking for a vehicle.
I don't know what an RX.
I couldn't figure out where to put a deer in that thing.
Look
so-
up 1983 RX-7.
Yeah. Oh, they were super.
I was.
Who
I wasn't
made
even
it? Is that a
born.
Mazda?
Mazda,
Well,
yeah.
RX, yeah. That's
Martin
funny.
wasn't even born in 1983. Oh.
Oh, there it is.
I pulled up a photo. What was yours? Red?
Black.
Oh.
That's real close. That's probably
That
it.
was a
See
cool
if you see
car
Willie
back
in
then?
there.
Like my
I'm
kids watch a TV
shocked.
show called Cars, and that looks like the ones they make fun of on that.
I don't think so, Junior.
Johnny D, this was the 80s,
Yeah.
bro.
When were you
Man.
born, John D?
1989. I'm a product of the
Oh,
80s.
well, you was born
I
in
got
the
shoes
1900s.
older than him.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, Godwin. Yeah, were you 53?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
take it.
Was that
call it
worse?
good.
I was born in 62.
62.
Is that right? Okay.
Phil, where were you?
82.
You was
That's
born
not
in
true.
82?
70.
I was about to say, 82, and you were driving an 83, and it was the cool
I
car?
know Johanna's not
No,
older than
hey.
you.
I
She's
85, so, yeah.
Okay.
85.
I look probably 78, 77, but no, 1985. Right smack in the middle of the 80s. That's me. That's your boy.
I really did enjoy the part of the 80s I lived through.
You don't even remember it. I mean, it was like 3 weeks because
No.
you were born in December. Weren't
No.
you? No, you're May. Yeah, you're a
Solid
May baby.
6 months.
Your anniversary's December.
I
That's-
like the 80s, though.
Yeah. Hashtag 51589.
Was it a silver spoon? Was he born with a silver spoon? in his
Okay,
mouth?
all right. No, I
silver.
wasn't.
That's for the low class.
Oh,
Gold,
word.
son. All
Gold.
gold.
This
There's
isn't
gold
true.
in
None of
that
this
there
is true.
family.
Yeah, look on that. Look on that wrist. You
Oh,
think,
here
that,
we
you
go
think that
again.
spoon
John
was
David,
silver?
show me another little peek.
Will you stop it? You get one thing from your papa, and hey, look, this is his wedding ring too. He did all right in
Give me
life.
another look at it.
The wedding ring?
Ooh,
He wore it for
wow.
50 years.
Pass
Now
that
I
around.
wear it,
Let me show
and
Martin
I wear his
Godwin.
watch around too. And it's just something I do to remember my papa. So
Hey,
deal with it.
I appreciate it. I actually have my grandfather's wedding band. I just don't wear it because I'm scared to death I'll lose it. So
I never take mine off. So I
Yeah.
just wear it ever since I was married. I've been wearing it for 10 years.
I swapped to silicone in the fear of losing.
Groove ring?
The old groove. Yep.
I have been seeing those a lot on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them.
Just a cheaper, safer, more convenient option for your wedding band. But
Yep.
we get fancy on anniversary dinners, stuff like that. I break old Goldie back out.
He break it
I'll
on
break
back
old
out.
Goldie back out.
Hey,
but
I've never seen Si. I need to tell y'all this story. I've never seen Si wear a wedding band, ever. All right? So when him and Christine got married, he actually pulled a ring off of the cigar and put it on her finger and said, I'll replace that with a real ring one day. This is a true story. And he did. He gave her a ring. Now, when a few years ago, do y'all remember when he had his, I don't know.
vow renewal.
45th vow renewal, whatever. Removal. Vow removal. That's what I need. Well, he picked out a diamond, And he picked the diamond out, and he picked the ring out, and I helped him because Christine was like, Phillip, go with him and make sure he gets something good. And he did get something very good. It was awesome. And even today, if you ask him about it, he's like oblivious of what he got. But Christine knows it was awesome. So, but I've never seen Si wear a wedding ring. He might wear one of those though, Justin.
He may. But I know one thing. He's got it. Yeah, he's fun. None of those Robertsons wear one though.
Willie,
I don't wear 'em.
Willie's got a tattoo.
Willie got the tattoo.
What about Jase?
Jase wore one for a hot minute, and then it fell out of the duck blind, and he
I
ain't went
remember
back.
that.
That's what got him on that metal detecting he's on.
Oh, I
now.
see-
That's
I
what
see that
started
all
the
the time.
addiction.
That's what started the metal detector.
Yeah.
Yes, was looking for his
He
wedding
found it.
band.
Didn't he find it?
He found one.
Yeah.
But who knows if it was his or not?
That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite episodes, by the way, is when Martin and Jep were at Si's looking for that treasure.
The Vietnamese dong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a joke. I had to. That was my first time to fact check Si. Was like Vietnamese dong. This just sounds like I'm getting hoodwinked here. No, that was their currency back when the war was going on. So
Well, he called me after that episode, and he was like, "Look, I got this 12 by 24 building over here. It's got a big dent in the side of it." He was like, "Haul this thing off." I was like, "A dent in the side? Yeah, no, I'll fix that." And he was like, "No, you haul it off." I was like, "Perfect." Now I got it and put all kinds of stuff in it. It's awesome.
you fixed the dent.
You
and
covered.
you
He
hauled
covered
off.
it up.
And I found the dongs.
Did you?
How many dogs did you find?
No, I did find a lot of stuff though. He just left all kinds of junk in there.
Oh yeah. I remember the only thing we found was the thing of change he had, and he was convinced that a quarter from 1960 was worth more than 25 cents. I was like, no, it's still just a quarter. I mean, I don't know. I guess he thought that they accrued interest while they were underground. I don't really understand what his financial thinking was on that one, but all we did was find a big Folgers can full of change. No Vietnamese dong for us. But if you look up the value of Vietnamese dong,
23,000 Vietnamese dong equals $1.
I was about to say we actually come out way ahead by finding the quarters.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I just looked it up. I said I don't know why we were looking for this.
Yeah.
Unless there was millions,
Well,
and then you'd
Si-
have like
$2.
couple bucks.
Yeah, you'd have enough to go to Chick-fil-A or
Couple
something
$100 bucks.
and call it
Buy a
good.
taco.
But,
Godwin could buy a taco.
Taco.
yeah, but not with sour cream 'cause that's extra.
He likes it on the side, on the side of the shell on the outside.
I like burritos. Thank you. Burritos better than taco. Unless it's soft shell.
Do you have a hard shell burrito?
No.
Well, then my question is, then why in that one episode did you say that your hands smell like taco meat if in fact they actually smell like burrito meat? Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Same meat goes in both of them.
That was a question that we always get. What did he mean?
What did you mean?
It's semantics.
It
Taco,
was
burrito.
Remember we sunk the boat.
Oh, I
and
remember.
and it just that smell from that river. Well,
Must-
it was a
must
cutoff. It's cut off, so it was hadn't no current. So
So by your estimation, cutoff smells like taco meat.
it did when I got up out of it.
All right. So I got a question about that.
It was muddy, just old muddy.
Does the water cause the green wing teal to smell bad? And
Green wings?
green wing.
No.
The blue
No.
wing.
Blue wing.
Blue.
Okay, the blue wing.
Them blue wings is a little rough when they come through in September, but that's
But
because
right now,
blue wings are fine right now. You eat them
Yeah.
right now, they're good. You try to eat them things in September, they need a lot of TLC. They need a lot of
well,
distractions
it's
around
hot.
them.
So my question is, Godwin, is that what you were smelling? Is the funk of the water during
Yeah.
that time?
Just
Yeah.
funky water.
But by his nose, it smelled like taco meat.
Which
I ain't
smells
ever smelled nothing
good.
in that Washita River smell like taco meat.
Well, it was dinner time. I was hungry.
Godwin done gone nose blind to the Washita River.
He hungry.
Somehow.
Got me.
Oh, well, let's take our last break and we'll wrap this baby up right after this.
Wrap it up. I hate wrapping presents.
Hey,
Best thing.
John David used to be a rapper in high school.
I know how to rap. Not like that though. I don't even know what that was.
That's the Fat Boys. You're too young.
Boom,
the
boom.
fat boy.
You know.
Well, now
That sound never gets old.
I love Godwin's doing the.
There it is. Oh, Jake breaking.
Yeah.
Godwin's good at that Jake breaking. All right. Well, we're here. This is probably arguably one of my favorite parts of the show. Johnny D.
Hey.
What has come in from the hello@duckcallroom.com hotline? Where are we at this week?
At duckcallroom.com, and I'm looking for it. There it is.
Uh-oh,
Here's the
can't
first
find
one from Mark Levasseur.
Say
I'm going
that.
to go with Levasseur.
Levasseur.
From
Say that 10 times real fast.
Mark Levasseur. It might be Levasseur, but he's from Canada, so I'm going to go with
Levasseur.
Levasseur.
Oh, we got a Canadian in the house. I
From
like it.
Dimmitt, Alberta, Canada. Mark, he wants to see footage or a photo, and we've got a lot more of these requests, of when Si ramped and told his story about the monster truck.
Oh, good.
And you said you had it, so you sent it to me.
I sent it to you. I sure did.
So,
I've got Si holding it because I gave it to him for his birthday.
yeah,
A
what
picture.
happened to the original?
I mean, on my cell phone?
Yeah.
I don't even have that phone anymore.
It's gone.
So all I could do
Bottom
was
of the lake.
I had a picture of it,
Philip didn't hear about this revolutionary thing called iCloud.
iCloud, the cloud.
but I mean, I did blow it up,
Oh,
make a
people.
picture, and give it to him for I think his birthday
We
one
did.
year.
So it is.
So we will have a picture of
oh, it's
Si.
legitimate. Him holding the picture.
We do
Perfect.
not have the picture, but it is framed, and we have a picture of Si holding
picture.
And we're going to put it on
Yes.
the Duck Call Room Instagram and the Duck Call Room Facebook. So go there. If you've been dying to see this photo, go there.
Yeah, we'll have it up for
And we
you.
will have it up for you.
Thanks, Mark. From
That's
from
Mark
Canada.
Levasseur
Levasseur.
from Canada.
We're
Which,
going to
that was
Canada.
more than Mark Levasseur,
Yeah.
by the way.
Let us.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
me and Godwin.
We
We have
didn't
an
tell you?
event in Canada,
Yep.
but not in Alberta. We're on the other side of Canada.
What side's Alberta on? That one?
That's on the west side out there. Yeah.
So that one. I'm pointing. It doesn't
The
do any
west
good.
side.
We're on different.
Yeah.
We're
We're
facing
backward.
each other.
We're
You can't
backwards.
point. Use a compass. All right. So big fan of the show, Lisa Ainsworth. By the way, she emailed me this week, and she sent something.
What did she send you?
Boom, boom, boom.
She said.
I lost it, but she sent it for Si, but he's not here. But y'all have to see this because it's incredible. And for those of you that can't watch us online, it is a T-shirt
I do exist.
with a picture of a Black Panther. Wow! So when Si
That's
is back, I'm going to give this. Don't tell him about it, because he's not going to watch this anyway. That's why I know.
We don't have to worry about it
That's
being a
why I
spoiler
do this.
alert.
Hey.
So
He didn't even
we
watch
have
his
a
own
Black
show.
Panther T-shirt for I do that says I do exist just for Si from Sidekick Cool Person Lisa Ainsworth. Lisa, I appreciated that. Whenever I opened that package in my office, I giggled, and Martin said, "What are you laughing at?" And I
Yeah.
said, "We got something here."
We got a live
Oh,
one.
so
boys.
what?
Got a
That
live
pretty-
one.
And then, so a couple weeks ago, I don't think you were here. We talked about vasectomies.
Yeah, let's not do that.
No, I did hear about this.
Yes, people keep sending in their vasectomy stories, Godwin, and they're all horror stories.
I know it. Why would you do that?
He's still-
So my man Andrew Elliston says he was having his vasectomy, and about 35 minutes in, hey Andrew, red flag number 1. These things don't last 35 minutes. The doctor tells him that his fastest one he ever did was 7 minutes, and he was like, "Oh, all right, pretty good." And then the doctor looked at him and said, "But today's a different story," and it lasted an hour and a half. So Andrew is this doctor's official longest vasectomy ever.
So, hour and a half. That's
Yowzers.
well. Sorry for all the urologists. We just cost a bunch of money by people
Hey,
listening to this.
but no,
Ooh, man.
because my good friend Jordan Summit, who works in an office that's like right down the hall, he's headed there tomorrow. Good luck, Jordan.
I hope he's somewhere
I
in
need to
between
talk.
the 7 minutes and an hour and a half. Because
What's the under over, Godwin? 12 minutes.
we
Godwin's face every time we bring up vasectomies.
He's tired of it.
Godwin, it hurts
Ow,
him to
I hate
think
that
about.
stuff. Makes me
And
hungry.
then the last
I
guy.
don't even like to neuter dogs or anything. I mean, that's just
Well, I don't either. That's why the vet does it. Keep that separate
That's
and
why I
apart.
went to a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, I know. That's what I'm talking about. To have them done.
Really?
It's just you taking.
See, that don't bother me on dogs.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Well,
do
you
that.
used to work them cows. You didn't do it to them cows?
Well, that's different.
Those are cows. Look, and our buddy Andrew Parks, who sent in last time,
Oh, I like
and told
Andrew.
his story. He said he was fired up to be featured on the podcast. He said some men are known by their incredible deeds they did in life, others by their wealth and power. My legacy rests secure in the fact that my vasectomy story was featured on the Duck Call Room podcast. There it is.
Way to go, Andrew.
Andrew Parks, a.k.a. Mr. Snip. He
Andrew, if I have one reply to that, to Andrew, is dream big.
dream big, baby.
Dream big, son. Take your shot. That's where we're at on that deal. We got any more?
There's one more that I wanted to get to, and I've lost it.
Oh, boy.
It's gone.
Oh, some person asked, this one was ridiculous, and I feel like I need to clear the air, if it's yuppie to eat at Chick-fil-A. Let me say
Absolutely not.
one
No.
thing right now. That is the Lord's chicken. You enjoy it. You can eat as much Chick-fil-A as you want.
But
And if anybody makes fun of anybody for eating Chick-fil-A, well, then
Yeah.
deal with it.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
They're
fantastic.
happy to serve you.
I will
Yeah.
say that I do think it's mildly overrated,
Incorrect.
but it is really good. I'm not.
Oh, it is
good.
good. I love
It's very good.
I like
but
them biscuits.
Thank you. That was Alexander Lundell. He seems like a young man. I think he wants to, say he kills everything he eats, but Alexander.
Go get some of that fried chicken, son.
Go
We ain't
Chick-fil-A,
judging
man.
you. Get on that fried chicken bag. We ain't judging you.
Get on it, son.
Yeah, we ain't, especially that spicy one. He good now. He
Me and
good.
Martin used to eat 2 of those. We'd go to lunch and we'd order 4 chicken sandwiches and 2 fries. And when
Good
we went on a
grief.
diet, we would just eat 1 chicken sandwich and 2
Or
french
call the fries.
fries. Sometimes we did still eat 2 chicken sandwiches. That is true.
I always say, you know what? Leave that vegetable out there. We ain't trying to get on him.
JohnDavidDiet.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Better Decisions.
Better decisions. That's our diet plan.
1 chicken
Better
sandwich
decisions.
instead of 2.
Yeah, there you go. And unsweet too.
But that's it for all of the hello at Duck Call Room shout outs and podcast emails. Be sure to check out that photo. We're going to send it over to our people so they can put it up of Si holding the picture of Si jumping the monster truck. That's the picture I want up there. But, Martin, take us away.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we're going to do. Generally, this would be Si's part where he leaves us with a verse and a thought for the week. Last week, Willie did it, and this week it's on me. So,
Brother Martin.
I've really been thinking about this a lot. Actually, I haven't thought about it, but I do have a handy app, and it gives a verse of the day, and I just happen to take a look down and see what today's verse is. And I really like it because I think it speaks a lot to where we're at. In the world and its society and just in life in general. It's 1 John 3:18, and it's, "Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions." I don't know if there's a whole lot that I can expound on there,
Amen.
but I think it just goes to show you that in your life and in anything that your actions will always speak louder than any words you may use. So as long as you're living what you preach, practicing what you preach, then everything else will take care of itself. And that's my thought for the week.
Yep.
Amen.
We'll
It's
see
love.
y'all next time. Phillip, thank you for stepping in for Si this week. Appreciate
Always
you, buddy.
enjoy being with you boys.
Hey, I love you.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah, we love all y'all. Thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next time here on the Duck Call Room.
I still need a jingle.